Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Miraaspeaks if you're new. My channel is predominantly career advice, motivation, and a hint of lifestyle every now and then. Right, so let's address the elephant in the room. I know I've been away for literally about 3 to 4 months. All I can do is apologize. I literally don't even have a reason as to why I've been away. But I know I'm going to get a lot of messages from you guys. My subscriber list is growing as well. And I just thought to myself, you know what, even if I'm helping one person out there, and it's always, I get caught up sometimes. I'm not going to lie, I do get caught up in the views. I feel like when I do film a video and I don't get as much views on it, I'm just like, why did I even waste the time to even view? But then I've noticed that when I haven't filmed in a while, my subscriber list is going, people are messaging me via like my email or on Instagram, asking me questions about my industry, questions about the workplace. And I'm just like, wait, when I film the videos, it doesn't seem like you guys actually enjoy it. But actually, when I'm not filming, people are actually more interested. But then I sat down and I thought to myself, you know what? If I'm even helping one person, I think I've done a good job and I'm actually living my purpose. So this is why I'm coming back now. But I really need you guys to engage with me. Like, I need you guys to comment, to like, subscribe, and actually show me that you genuinely do enjoy the content that I make. I enjoy making this content. I feel like when I was starting out in my industry, when I was starting out in the workplace, there wasn't anybody who was around to help me. So having somebody who's actually like a big sister or someone who's actually walks the walk to tell me certain things that I could do or to even just guide me along the way, I would really appreciate that if that was in my time. But if I can be that person for you, just comment below, let me know that you're interested, just, you know, engage with me, and then I would feel like I'm actually doing this for people to actually watch. But yeah, I just thought I'd come back with a quick Q&A just because I haven't done one of these on my channels. I was actually really nervous when I put it up on Instagram to get people to ask me questions. And I did get quite a few of you ask me some questions. I knew I wasn't going to get like thousands of people, but I did get a good like 12. And I also put a video up on my YouTube, which I've deleted now, just to ask for a Q&A, and I got a few questions there. So I just thought it'd be a nice way for you guys to see what I've been up to, but also just to fill you in on, you know, where we left off. I just thought, grab a nice cup of tea. And let's do this. So I'm going to be looking at my phone because I've got some questions here. So somebody asked me, what were you nominated for? So back in November last year, I think I hadn't filmed since then actually, I posted up on my Instagram that I had been nominated, and I was also getting a few congratulatory messages from people which I was posting up. So I got nominated as the Icsa One to Watch 2018, which is the nomination for an individual who is under 5 years in industry, who is recognized by the institute, which is the ICSA, as somebody who has the potential to be amazing within the industry, like has the potential to be a great governance professional, has the potential to be like at the top of the top, basically somebody who a lot of employers should look out for. I'm very, very, very proud to be nominated. I didn't win, but to me, I walked away with my head held high, and making my family proud, my friends proud, was more than enough. So, and I'm very proud of myself to be nominated. It's something that I would carry with myself forever, and it's something that I'll write my CV, for instance, for employers to see that I do things outside of work that actually shows that I have the capabilities of being an amazing governance professional. So that's what I was nominated for. So I was nominated for the ICSA Ones to Watch 2018. How was Ghana? Oh, this question. I actually had a lot of questions about Ghana, like 3 questions on Ghana. So this was, how was Ghana and how long were you in Ghana for? So I went to Ghana for 2 weeks back in December, and I was there for, and Ghana was amazing. Ghana was, oh my God, words can't describe how amazing Ghana was. I went with my cousins, and it was the best thing ever, reuniting with friends. Yeah, Ghana was just beautiful. I loved every second of it. If you followed me on Instagram, you literally felt like you were in Ghana with me. I mean, it's different, but you know what I mean. I absolutely loved Ghana. It was amazing. Got to see my grandmother as well. Got my grandmother. Oh my God. I'm not really good with videos and how to put pictures, but if I can put a picture of my grandma and I here, I would do that. But just seeing her was amazing. Like, yeah, let's see what December 2019 is saying. How does it feel to be qualified? Oh, that's a good question, actually. It's a really good question because I actually don't feel any different to that I was studying, actually. I mean, the good thing about it is that now I'm an associate member. So I think in my previous video I talked about the fact that I was a grad Icsa and I was going to apply for my associate status. So now I've applied for my associate. I got that in November. So I'm an associate of the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators. Very proud of that as well. It's just nice to recognize as a chartered secretary and not have to study. At the same time, weirdly, I do miss the challenge of studying and working full time. I think I'm that person who genuinely likes the challenge, so I do miss that challenge. How long did it take for you to be qualified? It took me 2.5 years. I failed one exam that set me back 6 months, so I would have finished in 2 years, but you know, finished in 2.5 years took me a while. What difference does it make? What's the difference between being in-house and being in professional services? This is an amazing question, and it's a question I would actually do a video on, just because I don't think I can talk about that in this video. But for someone who's been in professional services, if you put my professional services experience together, I've been in professional services about, I was there for maybe 3 years, 3.5 years. I've now been in-house for about 9 months, 8-9 months. So I'm best placed to answer that question. Why did you start YouTube? Oh, that is a really good question. I started YouTube because when I started out in my industry, with my industry is the Chartered Secretariat industry. If you don't know anything about my industry, I have so many videos. Just look through and you'll find all that you're looking for about my industry. And there was nobody who, I felt like I was the only person, one, writing exams. I was the only black woman who even knew what the Cosec was about. And it just felt like I was on my own. So when I paved the way for myself in the way that I thought was best for me, I just thought, what would be the beauty in this? Like, why did God actually put me through all of this? And I thought, he probably put me through it so I can help the next person. So that is why I started YouTube. I actually started mainly to promote my industry, to let people know what I do, and yeah, just to help the next person. And from some of the feedback that I get from you guys, I genuinely am helping some of you, and I'm very grateful for. I feel like sometimes when I film these videos, as I said, when I don't get the views, I feel like, oh, what have I done? But when I get replies from you guys, be it Instagram, directly messaging me, it just goes to show that I'm living my purpose. And I think we're all placed on this earth to actually help somebody out there. And this is probably what mine is. So this is why I started YouTube, to just help the next person, know a little bit more about the Cosec industry and how to navigate through it, really. And mainly how a black woman would navigate that as well, because I'm coming from that angle. What is my next one? I hope you guys are still drinking your tea. I'm drinking Paka tea, lemon, ginger, and manuka honey. So yeah, tastes good. What's the favorite thing about your job and your least favorite thing? So my favorite thing about my role is the fact that the Cosec team or department always seems to have the answer for everything. And that way I broaden my knowledge in when I'm at work. I feel like I work closely with so many different teams. Legal, HR, finance, so many different people come through to me. Tax, they come through to me, or through to my department. And then another thing that I actually love about my role is that who can say that they get to liaise directly with NEDS, INEDS. I'm the chairman of an organization. It's the Cosec. So I love my role. The least thing I like about my role, minuting, I still haven't mastered it. I'm still struggling, but I will get there one day. I'm learning a lot, especially being in-house, about minutes. But I don't think I'm there yet to advise people on minuting. So if maybe in a year's time or something. But right now, if you have any tips on how to minute effectively, make a comment below. I need all the help I can get. Would you recommend the Monkey House restaurant? Oh yeah, so I went to the Monkey House yesterday, and yes, I would highly recommend it. It was amazing. The ambience, the food, the service, on point. What keeps you motivated? Wow, my family keeps me motivated. Having somebody around me who is constantly my support system, who pushes me, also keeps me motivated. Just seeing replies from you guys, that motivates me. And I would say in the last 2 weeks, I have got a lot of replies from you guys about my industry, about a video that I did like in 2017 or something. And I'm just like, people are actually still watching. I got one from someone on YouTube who was just saying that they are in the final year and they've just stumbled across my video. And I did that video back in 2017. So for it to actually still be viewed right now, that motivates me. Hence the reason why I was like, you know what, I need to get off my backside, start filming for you guys. And a few others of you on Instagram. There's somebody, student adage or something. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but yeah, they literally keep chasing me. But kudos to you, appreciate it. Are you going to study again? And if so, what? Are you going to study again? Well, I finished my ICS exams, so if that's what you're after, then no, I won't be doing any exams. I qualified last year August, so I don't have any exams to do in that respect. However, I do want to become a coach in governance, so I'm looking at avenues to do that, just so I can actually genuinely help people out there who really want to learn more about the governance profession in the legal world, the legal realm. So yes, I will possibly be studying again, but it won't be anything intense as studying and working for my qualification to become a fully qualified chartered secretary. How can I gain CPD points? Ooh, that's a really good question. So CPD points are the continuing development profession or continuous development plan. Don't quote me, but it seems like this. So basically, now that I'm qualified, I have to attain a certain amount of points every year in order to renew my membership. Just basically so you can fresh, because you know the legal world is constantly changing, and with Brexit coming in, for instance, the laws could change about companies and how they operate, especially cross jurisdiction. So you can do that in so many ways: networking, attending ICSA events, being a mentor, being a mentee. I think blueprint training. Blueprint is one of the main softwares that companies, a lot of Cosec teams do use Blueprint. And it's a legal entity management software where all the companies within the organization are kept on there, their records, everything that you can just retrieve all at once in a go. You can do training, refreshers and things like that, and it's a great way to get CPD points as well. So that's also one thing. But aside from that, yeah, networking, being a mentor, being a mentee, as I said. Don't quote me, but I don't know how many hours you have to get to be able to say you've achieved those during the year. But it's something I can look into and come back to you guys on as well. But yeah, how can I get a trainee role? This is a really, really good question. It's a question that I get asked a lot, and I will do a video on that. So watch this space. That video is definitely coming. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I generally watch a lot of crap on YouTube, basically. One time I'm watching this, I'm watching that. I'm not really heavily into makeup and things like that. If I do, like Jackie Aina, for instance, she's similar sort of shade as me, so I sometimes just watch what she does, just, you know, and see if I can incorporate that into my makeup routine. But generally, SWS blog, Style with Substance, Nodreen, I think she's amazing. She's definitely somebody I look up to and I want to emulate. I mean, this is just, you know, hint, kind of want to collab with her, but she's amazing. And I do watch her religiously as well. May not comment as much, but I do watch her religiously. So Nodreen, keep doing what you do. She does have a podcast as well, known as the Grown Folks Podcast, which is amazing. And I think I relate to her so much as well because age range, we're not far off. She thinks the way I think. She's somebody who career-wise, yeah, she's somebody who I look to, sort of thing. So Nodreen is one of them. Abigail Quatchett as well. She hasn't filmed in a while. She has started a blog on travel as well. No, I don't think it's on travel, but she started a blog. I'll link that down below if I can find it. But I did start reading on it, and I think she's amazing as well. She's a good friend of mine. Somebody who, you know, she's just great. Like, completely, like, I don't know. Abigail Quatchett, kudos, girl. I also watch a bit of Mo Chang's. I love what's trending. I like how she can condense everything into like a 10-minute video for you to know what's going on. I'm not on Twitter as much, but So having more chance just, decipher what Twitter is saying, and then you can like sort of brings it to your attention, things like that. I don't know. I think it's a great thing. I hope she keeps it up. But yeah, I do love a bit of my chance. I generally tend to watch a lot of documentaries on YouTube, and then I also listen to Tony Robbins, Oprah, just people, just like Jay Shetty as well, as a really good person I like on YouTube. He does all these like short 5-minute videos about life, and I'm very much on purpose. I'm like a purpose person and things. So yeah, that will be some of my top favorite YouTubers. I won't say favorite. I mean, my favorite is Style with Substance and Style with Substance and Abigail Quachi. Those are like my 2 favorite girls. But if you know of anybody else, like, yeah, feel free to comment below. What are your aims and goals for 2019? Ooh, that's a good question. At the moment, I just want to get stuck into learning the soft skills of being in the workplace. I think having studied on work, you focus very heavily on the technical. So at the moment, I'm just throwing myself into opportunities that would allow me to harness those skills. I just not just with career, but I think I'm very positive about 2019. I want to harness the relationships that I have, learn a bit more about myself and learn a bit more about people. I just feel like as I get older as well, just spending genuine quality time with friends can be really difficult. So I want to be intentional about those things and invest my time in the people that I genuinely care about and people that genuinely care about me. So 2019 is just a year of finding out a lot more about who I am, trying to live my purpose, trying to be the best version of who I am. But yeah, and also, as I said, become a governance coach is something I'm looking into. And yeah, I would say those are my goals, just to push myself to be the best version of who I am. So yeah, these are the questions that I got on Instagram. I do have a few comments on YouTube that I also want to read up, just because I just want to appreciate some of you guys. I'm not going to call out any names or anything. The reason why I didn't call out any names for the ones on Instagram, just because I even forgot when I was writing it. But maybe if you want your name mentioned, please you can mention it in my next Q&A, whenever that will be. So I'm just going to read some comments and also some queries on my YouTube. Said, hi, thanks for your video. This has been really helpful. I recently finished my LPC, having done the GDL prior, but I'm now looking at the company secretarial role, having gone to an insight day. You mentioned that there are exemptions via the law degree route, and then went on to say there are possible more exemptions if you have the LPC. Can you please clarify? So yes, that's a really, really good question. So yes, if you did a law degree, you are exempt from company law and business law. Having said that, though, I think company law is no longer a module, so that's scrapped out. I'm not sure what you'll be exempt from now. However, if you do the LPC and you have been in practice for about 5 years, 3 or 5 years, you will have exemptions and can be fast tracked. So you would only do about 2 or 3 exams. However, the exams have changed. I've done a video on that and I'll leave that up somewhere. So do look at what the changes are, and if anything, do contact the ICSA. They have a student representative team who will be willing and happy to help you with any queries that you may have. So you definitely be exempt from something, but something best to look at with the ICSA. Another thing is, how did you practice law, company law, corporate compliance and governance without going to law school? Wow. Can we get a video intimating that time of your life, please? If I'm understanding what you're asking, it's how am I in the legal field without going to law school? That's a really good question, actually, and thanks for asking. The thing is, when you go to university, you're not told about any other profession apart from being a barrister or solicitor when you study law. There are so many alternatives to law, like so many. You can be a lecturer, you can be a legal exec, there are so many things you can be. You don't only have to be a barrister or solicitor to actually practice and study law. I work closely with lawyers, and sometimes they actually need my advice on so many things. So if you say you want a video intimating that life, I'm not sure if you're going to see this video, but I would appreciate if you could just expand a bit more on what you're actually asking. So basically, do you want, because I studied for my exams, which is the ICSA CSQS exams, and that's how I became qualified. So I may not have been to law school as in to do the LPC, but you still have to do the professional exams to become a company secretary. So I'm not entirely clear on your question, but maybe one that you could expand on a little bit. So someone said, what books were you reading in this video? So in the legal practice course is not for you if I was reading quite a few books, and I do have a few stack of books on my table. One of them I was reading was The Happiness Project. I'd also just finished reading Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Is it Kiyosaki or Kiyosaki? One of them. And then now I'm reading by Daniel Carnegie. What's the video? How to win friends and influence people. That's what I'm reading right now. Haven't got far. I started Michelle Obama's book as well, and that book is big. Somebody also said, hi, I'm currently doing the LLB via University of London International Program. I don't know what to do. Been baffled between LLM and LPC. Personally, I want to help people in terms of human rights, family law. I don't know what route to take. I think that might be a question for your career advice, unfortunately. Again, I can't necessarily give you advice, but I can just guide you and show you the way. But I mean, the LLM does not give you the right to become a solicitor. The LPC does. So if you want to become a solicitor, I would suggest you do the LPC. The LLM is just a master's. You will still have to do the LPC. If you want to become a company secretary, you might have an LLM in like international law or something, but you still have to do the CSQS. It doesn't exempt you regardless. So it depends on what your end goal is, and that will obviously maybe help you decipher where exactly you want to go. But feel free to just send me a message directly, and I'm more than happy to answer that. Someone said, what will you recommend to the foreign lawyers having LLM degree from the UK? What is the best route for them to start practicing in the UK? Well, again, an LLM does not necessarily give you the opportunity to become a solicitor or a barrister. You have to go to bar school or do the bar or do the LPC. So you may have an LLM, which is a nice foundation, but you do have to do the LPC. So hopefully that answers your question. And yeah, thank you all for comments and stuff. I genuinely appreciate it, you guys. You know, I just appreciate it. Like, you might not think, I may get one or two comments here and there. I had one this week actually, where someone said, so happy I found your channel and see my Ghanaian sis thriving. I'm in my final year of uni, which is pretty stressful, so your videos like this are super helpful. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. I genuinely appreciate all the love and the support. Words can't describe, but I'm very happy that you guys are engaging with me, and please keep engaging with me. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, get your friends to share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and yeah, help me know that you guys actually enjoy what I'm doing. And yeah, I will see you in my next video, which will be coming up next week. So I'll be posting every Sunday. And yeah, we'll keep it at that. But thank you so much, and I appreciate all your love. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.